Okay, so what we've done is we've put all the numbers that we have in so far. I was just interrupted at the end there, and I was just putting in our drawing. So I just want to explain this part here. So we've got our capital, so the money invested in the business by the owners. We're going to add our profit after tax, which is this number that we have over here. And we're going to take away our drawings. So the drawings was the number I'd forgotten to put in there, so it's 30,000. So now I'm about to do the maths. Now first, in an exam situation, if the thing doesn't balance, you don't get head up about it, okay? You leave it, you move on, okay? So you don't waste time trying to run through and spend 10 minutes on the question of why is it not balancing, why is it not balancing? So I'm not going to get worried either, okay? So we add these two numbers here, okay? And that gives us goods available. We would take away closing stock. In this question, there's no closing stock been mentioned, so that's 0. So that means that the cost of goods sold is 684. We're going to take that away from the sales figure above. Rent received, that's the only now. I've moved into the middle column because sometimes we'll have more than one other income. So in this case, we've only got one. So it's a 2 grand. So I'm going to add the other income to my gross profit. And then my expenses. So I know I have them in different categories, but I'm just going to add up the total figure for all of my expenses. I'm going to put the answer here. So it's everything from the 28 all the way down. So my net profit before tax is going to be the figure after gross profit. So it's gross profit plus the other income minus the expenses. There was no tax mentioned in this question, so that means that the net profit after tax is the same number as the net profit before tax. I'm going to put that number in here. We'll be adding that number to our capital, and we're going to be taking away our drawings. I put it in as a plus, so I'm just going to put it in as a minus now because drawings is a minus. So what is drawings? This is where the owner of a sole trader business takes money out of the business for his own use. So fixed assets. So I'm going to add all my fixed assets together. So it's 800,000 all the way down to the 6,600. I've got my current assets. I'll add all them together. And then current liabilities. And then what we do is, so I need to do that, so I've put my current assets in the left column, current liabilities in the left column. I add them, they go into the middle column. I take the two of them away, and that gives me my working capital. So I got a minus number for working capital, and I'll be adding it to the total of my fixed assets. So in this case, because it's a minus number, I'll be taking it away. So then capital employed, I'll again add everything that I have over in my finance by section and my long-term liability section. And if I've done it right, these two numbers should be the same. They're not. So what I'm going to do is, and this is all you will ever do in the exam, I'm just going to find the difference between the two of them. So that difference is 184,000. So I'll have a look at the question and see, did I leave anything out that's worth 184,000 that might explain it? And I spot wages and general expenses way at the top of the question. That stands out. All right, there's an obvious mistake. So I'll put that in. So that's 184,000. Now, in an exam situation, I wouldn't go back and recalculate everything. Once you put the number that was missing in the right place, then you're grand. But when I do this, I put it in, because I've got all formulas, it would fix that question for me. I hope that makes sense.